Jeter, stop it. Slow, slow.
Oh, it just barely snuck into the first cut.
Second shot here on the 5th.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
Time to take a look at some of the action from elsewhere on the course.
Good look here for a second shot.
That's a great shot by Will Zalatoris. That was all over the flag from the moment he struck it. This putt coming up is for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. The 6th hole at Oakmont is a high caliber par 3.
Mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2 putt and get out of there.
Opting for the 6 iron. Handy effort, that one. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side. Could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Let's go down to John on the course for an update.
Well, I'm down on the 5th hole as Justin Thomas gets ready to hit.
Okay, here we are again, back live.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
He's got this putt for birdie. Henny, tell us about this putt.
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. Before we move on, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in first, Will Zalatoris in second. Okay, it's a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. This is a big one coming up to save par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Looks like about a 170-yard shot required here. target practice with these approach shots, just like that. This putt is from 9 feet away.
Little birdie looking here.
That putt drops, and that's now 6 birdies on the day. Getting set for the next hole. A quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader. I can hear the golf claps around the course. And now to Tony Finau from earlier in his round.
This is his third.
That was well judged. Great effort.
Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
That's a great position to be in after that approach. An opportunity to make birdie. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way off the tee.
If you can, you want to favor the left-hand side of this fairway as it's the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you can make out most of the green, not all of it, as the screen runs pretty good from left to right and back to front. Still difficult to judge the amount of spin you can put on that second shot if you're trying to get it close.
Okay, that'll work. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
How good was that putt? And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The expression big boy par 5 gets used a fair bit in golf, but this one is definitely that at Oakmont, the 12th hole.
Straight downhill you go. Shorter hitters have to worry about the first section of bunkers on the right-hand side. Longer hitters, the ones on the left. If you can find the happy medium, then you might actually thinking about going forward in 2. However, high stakes ensue. A difficult area to land your second shot when you're laying up. However, this green is not very difficult once you're on it. Not a whole lot of movement here.
Lining this putt up from a fair distance. This looks pretty tiny, this. Has it got enough pace?
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Sitting at 8 under. Currently in the lead. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. He's currently in first place. Rich, the 13th at Oakmont, may as well be known as the Nightmare on Elm Street.
13. not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par threes in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
John, what's the line on this putt?
This one's going uphill and moving to the left.
Just a short putt remaining here. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. 14 at Oakmont, not a long par for Rich, but still some work to be done.
This hole has changed dramatically over the years, not design-wise, but how players attack it. It used to be a long iron, find the fairway, and then a short iron second, wedge it on. Now we're seeing players time and time take out driver, challenge it up there, find one of those bunkers surrounding the green, and take their chances from there. Either way you play it, it's short, but it's dangerous.
There's been some great action out on the course. Let's take a look at this highlight from another person's play. Tony Finau with a fantastic shot. Sitting at -9 for the day. How close was that to going in? This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Birdie just slides by, and that should secure the par on this one. Now at -9 for the day.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Good news is they give you ample room off this tee. Church style pew bunkers down the left hand side, fairway cambers from left to right. From there, though, you have a green that sits down below you, but also chases away from you. You can land it short and bounce it on there, but when the pin's all the way back, it forces you to go after it.
Wow, that was launched. We've got about 180 left to the hole. This is a 9-iron on the way. Time now to go down to the course, and John has an update.
I'm down here on the 13th hole as Justin Thomas prepares to hit.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Is this one going to go down?
Okay, time now to get back to live play. This putt to get to 10 under par. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
Putt is underway.
You can hear that one drop. What a putt. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard.
Oh, he's going to love this one.
3 feet left.
Looking for another birdie here.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now to 17, a par 4.
Players that lay up to the right hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
A par 4 eagle putt after driving the green. That is special.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it. Surely it's going to.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. The closing hole is a par 4.
This is a beautiful hole, and this golf course scares me, but this hole is beautiful. A ditch down the left-hand side, bunkers right, bunkers everywhere. Second shot for these players, straight back uphill, again to a uniquely designed green, almost in the shape of a square. 2 tiers, the front one and all the way in the back right. This truly is one of the hardest finishing holes in golf major championships.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Here's the second at 18. All right, the putter can come out now. All right, Henny, what do you see here?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
A birdie on 18 to close out the round. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome back. It's time for final round coverage of the U.S. Open. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Welcome back. Rich, the final round is underway, and our featured player is in the final pairing today.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
Let's get down to the first hole. As of now, it doesn't look like anyone will catch him in this final round. Let's pick up the action. This is a bomb. This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
Okay, that's going to play. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Tough to tell because the break is so slight, but it will move left.
It starts off on a good line.
Wow. And just a tap in left for par. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
What an aggressive play, and it pays off on the green on a par 4.
Absolutely sets himself up for an eagle on this hole.
All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
33 feet is what this one is looking like.
How about this birdie putt? Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
Wow, he's going to like that one. This putt from 5 feet away.
This for a birdie run.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Let's take a closer look at the par 5 fourth.
Dog leg from left to right. Again, the church pews down the left-hand side, but a little more room off the tee shot for these players. Second shot is a blind shot as the green and the distance is tucked all the way over on the right and falls down. So players that are going for it at 2 cannot see the green. If you lay it up to the top of the hill, you're going to have a wonderful third shot down the hill. Should be easy to get it close.
What a drive. Look at that. You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
On the green in 2. How about that?
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
That looked good the whole time for Eagle. What a shot. A tap in left for birdie. Let's move on to the next hole, but before we do, he is up by 7 shots on the leaderboard.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big deep bunkers on the left hand side.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
Putting for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Yeah, nicely played. 15 feet to the cup.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, this one's going to go uphill and to the left.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Currently at minus 18 for the tournament.
This hole is a par 4.
Bunker down the right hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right, so be wary of that. Down the left hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Drawing it in there beautifully.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. Okay, 12 feet away. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's number 5. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse, and look at this squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. Chalk up another. That's the 6th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Going and going and going.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
He's looking at an elevated green, definitely up the hill.
This is a 7-iron on the way. Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
As we move on to the next hole, his lead is 9 shots. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. And now a 6-footer is left.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
All right, here we are with a par opportunity. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par.
Hole number 11 was a par 4.
You want to favor the left-hand side as best possible, as at the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you've got a green that swings from left to right and back to front. Really difficult to judge the spin on your second shots here and get it close.
Atta boy, good shot. Choosing the 9-iron here. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. We're now out on the ground. John McCarthy has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
I think it's going to go up the hill and to the right.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Oh, bold play here. Going with the chief off the tee.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out, because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
Well, that's a handy shot. This is his second shot. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
Starting this one out to the right, but it should swing back around.
Oh, absolute stunner. Why not take another look at that effort?
What an amazing putt from way out.
Currently 23 under par for the event. Incredible play. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Here we have it. Trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par threes in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
Going with the 7. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. There's a putt of about 6 feet coming up. That's a fighting effort. Hit it in strife, but managed to make a good score regardless.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Looks like a lovely little draw there.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And that's 8 birdies today. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
That's a fantastic shot by our leader. 7 feet left.
This is for birdie.
Back-to-back birdies. And the featured player is heating up at the right time.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Oh, with shots like that, our leader might be able to walk to the finish line. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
Wasn't sure if that was the right play off the tee, but boy, was I wrong. Now an eagle putt.
That's exactly what I had done. Nobody wants to see somebody laying up on a par 4 that's drivable. Pull out the big stick.
So close. This putt from 3 feet away. He makes the putt and extends his lead. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. He's made his way to 18 with the lead. Time to get it done. That's going to work nicely for him. This shot is about 170 yards. Beautiful shot from our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And now a putt to win it. There it is. You gotta love it. We have a winner.
Backing up the Brinks truck once again this week. Filling it up.
Wow, what a shot. Let's see it again. Rich, just an incredible performance, back-to-back wins on tour.
Such a hard thing to do, carrying momentum from one week into the next, but getting it done at the day's end, truly, truly magnificent.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.